This thing may be small, but man, is it fun to drive. Hey, this is Jake with the Tractor Yard, and this is the 2025 Bad Boy MZ Rambler. So the MZ Rambler is Bad Boy's entry-level residential machine. And you probably wouldn't tell that by the looks of it. This thing still has a 7-gauge, all-welded steel deck. Same easy flip-up design to access all the major maintenance components. Still has a 6-point deck hanging system so that I can do this at 200 pounds and not worry one bit. So new for 2025, the Rambler has come out with a upgraded deck design. So just like some others in the lineup, instead of having a squared off deck like they used to, they've added some contours, some chamfers to the edge of this deck that helps with the suction power, the lift power. The rear Reaper tires come standard on the Rambler. It has the same 19 horsepower single cylinder Briggs & Stratton engine, but new for 25, it has a 22 horsepower twin cylinder Kohler engine option. It has the cutout plates for the front headlight option. The key switch is already there for it. You can buy the headlight kit. Aside from that, this is the same great mower that they've been making for several years. This has been an extremely popular model because it's so affordable for the quality that you're getting. The Rambler only comes in the 42-inch cutting width option with the two engine options that we mentioned, the 19 horse Briggs or the 22 horse twin cylinder Kohler. The weight of this machine is just over 600 pounds, and it has the 2200 Hydro Gear drive system. This thing is not lacking in ground speed. You can go 6 miles per hour, and the fuel tank will hold 6 gallons of fuel. I can tell you, if you have a small residential yard, this is a really hard option to overlook. You definitely want to check out one of these if you're looking at that entry-level residential zero-turn. So this is the shortest of all of the Bad Boy machines, but it's not the weakest. It's still such an easy step up with that sturdy deck design. And I'm 5'10", and I still have plenty of room here, so it doesn't feel cramped in the slightest. As far as your access panel here, you've got your ignition, your hand throttle, PTO switch. No hour meter on these, but you can add them. There's your deck lift adjustment. Parking brake here over your left side. Choke on your left hip. Mechanical fuel gauge, fuel tank, storage compartment there, a little extra storage back here. So let's fire this thing up and take it for a test drive. And I tell you what, even with that little 19 horsepower single cylinder, it still seems like those blades are screaming. I think this thing has plenty of power for a small lot. And honestly, for $3,300 cash, this thing's really gonna be hard to beat. So again, the Rambler is Bad Boy's entry-level machine. The next step up is the MZ Magnum. The biggest differences you're gonna see is a wider frame going to that Magnum. You've got several deck options with the Magnum, 48, 54, and 60. With the Rambler, you only have the 42. The seats are gonna be about the same. The drives, the transmissions are the same 2200 hydro gear integrated non-serviceable drives. The engine options, you've got the 19 horse single cylinder or the 22 horsepower Kohler. You've got some higher horsepower engine options and a Kawasaki option with the Magnum. Aside from that, the warranties are going to be the same. 2 years on the entire machine and the drives. Parts and labor, you're going to have 3 years on the engines. And as far as the price goes, you're looking at roughly $3,500 cash for the Rambler or $4 grand cash, give or take, for the Magnum. So a lot of similarities between these two machines. The drives are the same. The frames are roughly the same, just a little smaller with the Rambler. Same deck specs. Aside from, if you've got a 48-inch gate to get into your backyard, the 42-inch deck option on that Rambler may be a deciding factor for you. So something to think about there. Well, thanks for watching this video. I hope it was helpful to you. If you want to see more videos like this, check us out on YouTube at The Tractor Yard. Check us out on our website at www.thetractoryard.com. Give us a call at 918-486-4464, or come check out our showroom here in Coweta, Oklahoma. And again, thanks for watching. See you next time.
Maybe you've got lawns to mow, maybe